I'll be honest with you guys. Typically when you go dumpster diving, most of what you'll find is bags of packing stuff and old food. There's usually not a lot of good useful stuff, but that's where you get a route. You pick out, 10 or 15 or even more dumpsters that you go check, and there's a good chance that you're going to find one. Now I'm going to go check out the Bed Bath & Beyond over here and check out their dumpster, and hopefully I'll find something. But so far I've checked like the Apple Store, most of Outdoor Mall, and there's been nothing. I mean, that's pretty typical. I mean, there's usually you don't get a lot of times there's nothing you'll find, and that's pretty normal. It'll get gross, and people, please wear gloves. It is extremely gross. You really need to wear some gloves. If you don't wear gloves, it's just gonna be gross. So wear gloves, and make sure you check with your local areas to find out if it's legal to dumpster dive, because it may be legal in your state, but there may be a city ordinance or a county ordinance against it. Don't get in trouble, and always check for no trespassing signs. If there's a no trespassing sign in the area, they can get you for trespassing. You are allowed to dump in dumpsters that have no dumping signs on it, or not for general public. That's typically okay, depending on, like I said, your county or whatever. But I mean, there's no law against taking stuff out of a dumpster typically, but putting stuff in a dumpster, yeah, you can get in trouble for that, and it can be up to a $500 to $1,000 fine. So just don't dump back in it. So like I said, I'm gonna go check this dumpster here in a minute. I got this guy over here watching me. I think he wants to try to dive in his dumpster too, but I'm going to see if I can beat him to it. I think it's just a waiting game at this point, but I'm just going to do it. Screw it. So I will take you with me to look at this dumpster, and you can see if we get anything. Like I said, half the time, no. And don't get discouraged if you don't find anything. A lot of times there's nothing. Sometimes there's amazing finds. You never know what you're going to find. Just don't get discouraged. Just keep doing what you do, and you will find stuff. I promise. If you've got a good route and you've got a lot of dumpsters, you'll find stuff. But here's this one. This one's pretty typical. I don't see anything in here really. Well, there is something in the back there. Let me go grab my little arm. Actually, this one I'll probably just get in. There's not enough stuff in here that I'm waiting. I don't like to get in this one a lot of times because a lot of times it's broken glass. But I'll go ahead and get in this one because I'm not too concerned. I don't see any broken glass. Whoa, I dropped it. That was unfortunate. Let's see, there's nothing. There's nothing. They like to spray paint everything. Ooh, that's gross. That was like an old box of cobbler or something. They don't typically throw stuff in bags. It's usually just out in the open, and they just pitch it. It doesn't look like there's anything in this one, which is unusual because I tend to find stuff in this one, but nothing this time. So I'm gonna get out of this gross dumpster. So see you guys in a bit.